Hey Excel champs, today we will be learning another basic Excel function. Everyone should know that is count, count if, and count ifs. Still counting values one by one. Let's change that today with three powerful Excel functions that will save you time and headaches. I'm your Excel buddy from Excel Flow. Let's get counting the smart way. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the channel. Let's dive into a practical example so you can see these formulas in action. Imagine this scenario that you are working at a company that sells mobile phones and employs over 100 people across various departments, including HR, IT, accounts, marketing, and sales. Recently, your supervisor from HR shared an Excel file that lists all employees along with their current status in the annual performance evaluation process. Your supervisor has asked you to analyze the data, specifically to find out how many employees have completed their evaluations and how many are still pending, and to break it down by department. In this video, we will walk through count Excel functions one by one. First, we will use the count function to get the total number of employees in the dataset. Next, we will apply the count if function to count how many employees are in each department. And finally, we will explore the COUNTIFS function to break it down even further, tracking how many employees in each department have their evaluation completed, under review, or pending. Get ready to level up your data analysis game in the smart way with Excel Flow. This is the Excel file that your supervisor has shared with you with the employee information. It has employee IDs, then it has employee names, department, and their evaluation status. We have a number column over here that will help us in order to count the number of employees. To start with, let's count the total number of employees in the data set. So we need to put equal and then type count. And then we need to select this column in order to count the number of employees in this data set. So we have 120 columns. Please note that only count function only works on numeric numbers. Okay. If you want to count the text, there is another formula that is called count and then a. That will help you to count the number of people by text. So it will also shows 120. So as of now, we have counted the total number of employees we have, which is 120. Now we wanted to count the number of employees by department. So for that, we will use COUNTIF function. The COUNTIF function will count the number of employees based on a condition, one condition. So what we need to do, we need to type equal to and then write the formula count if. We will start the bracket and then we need to select the range. We need to select the range where this department is listed. So we will go back to this sheet and select the column which has the department names, and then press comma, and then we need to tell which department we want to count. So we will select accounting, and that is in cell A3, and then we close the bracket. So it shows that we have 17 employees under accounting department. We will clean up this formula. We will put dollar sign over here in order to lock this reference column. The reason I'm doing that because once we drag or copy the formula down, it will not disturb this range. And then we need to get rid of this reference sheet name because we are in the same sheet. We don't need this reference sheet name. So we clean that up and then we press enter, and then we can copy or drag the formula down, and it shows that in human resources we have 15 employees. For information technology we have 9 employees. We can double check this count by putting a sum function and see the total number of employees. It should be 120. Yes, it is 120. That is also a check that we have counted everybody in this sheet. We have demonstrated COUNTIF function. Now we are going to demonstrate COUNTIFS function. It will count the number of employees based on multiple conditions. So we wanted to count the number of employees in a department whose evaluation status is complete. So for that, what we will do, we will start the formula by putting equal sign and then typing count and then ifs, start the bracket, and we need to select the first criteria range. The first criteria is the department. So we will go back to this sheet and select the column which has department names. Then press comma, and then we need to tell which department we want to count. So that department is accounting and it is in cell A3. We select that, we put comma, and then we will start the second criteria range. The second criteria is the evaluation status. We will go back to this main sheet and find the column where the evaluation status has been listed. We will select that column, press comma, and then we need to tell which evaluation status we want to count. So that is in B3, which is completed. So we will close the bracket. It will count the number of employees. So it has 9 number of employees under accounting department whose evaluation status has been complete. We will clean this information, this formula, by locking these reference column, and then we can get rid of this part because we are in the same sheet. We don't need a sheet reference in this formula. Then we will log this column and then get rid of this part. So basically this formula is counting the department and the evaluation status and giving us a count. We can drag this formula or copy this formula down. So this shows the accounting under department. The number of employees who are under review are 2. Those who have a pending evaluation are 6. We can copy this formula or drag this formula down. And then we can double check these count by putting a sum function. It should be 120, so that we make sure that we are counting everybody in that sheet. So yes, it is 120. So we are counting everybody from this sheet under these categories. So next time someone wasting time counting manually, you can say there's a function for that. Like this video if you have learned something new. Subscribe and follow for more. Thank you.